Hi, my name is Peter DeCampo. I'm a photojournalist who works mostly on projects in various parts of Africa. I'm also a co-founder of a large group project called Everyday Africa, an Instagram account where many photographers post photos of daily life across the continent as a way of going beyond the usual stereotypes of Africa. Instead of focusing on war and poverty, we like to share other aspects of what life in Africa looks like. One part of my job is to write captions to go with my photographs. So in this video, I'm going to talk a bit about captioning images, and another Everyday Africa photographer is going to join me to talk about her work as well. In a normal journalistic caption, we write what is called the 5 W's into our caption: who, what, where, when, and why. The caption for this photo is, "A woman photographs children playing in the ocean in Grand-Bassam, Ivory Coast, on September 12, 2013. Just outside of Abidjan, Ivory Coast's largest city, Grand-Bassam is a popular weekend destination for thousands of Ivorians." So in the first sentence, we have who is in the photo, what they're doing, where it is, a town called Grand-Bassam, and when it is, September 12, 2013. Then the second sentence gives us a bit more information, a hint of why the picture may be of interest. Because this is one of the most popular places for a vacation or a weekend off for the people of this country. These elements of a caption are important because they help the audience learn more information than the picture can provide on its own. Could we see in that picture that a woman was photographing children? Sure. But in some pictures, the action of the picture isn't actually that clear. And we certainly couldn't tell where it was photographed or when or any of the other information around it. Because Everyday Africa is mostly a social media project, that allows us to do a bit more with our captions for the sake of telling a bigger or more personal story. Sometimes the photographers we work with write captions that tell a longer story about the people in the photo. Or the photographer may write a bit about how they felt in that situation. Or they may even get really creative and write a poem or something along those lines. So here's one of my colleagues to share some of her photography and tell you a bit more.
So my name is Jana Ashenbrunner, and I'm originally from the Czech Republic, but I'm based in the US, in San Francisco. I'm a photojournalist. I have been one for over 9 years, probably. I think that the most work I have contributed to our project is probably from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where I spent the most of my time in Africa. Usually the people I photograph, I approach them first in majority of the cases, and I talk to them to get, at least a little bit where they come from, who they are, what is, just to find some kind of connection or something interesting about them. So it's basically like a little interview I do. If possible, I record that or I write notes about the people, and then when we get to know each other a little bit in those few minutes I spent, I take their photos. So that image was from also a little story I was doing about Fashion Week in Kinshasa in the Congo, and it was really unique event because all the information that is coming out of the Congo and the way Congo is portrayed, the fact that they had a fashion show, I think that was their second year, I thought it was a pretty big deal, and I wanted to tell the story. So again, to have an opportunity to have these captions in more detail and include who is the designer or who is wearing who. I spent the whole day, the entire day, and I came in early. I spoke to the models. I would say like the descriptive ones or the ones that have the longest captions. Those are images that are part of my stories. On Everyday Africa, I share a lot of photos that are part of a longer term story. Like, for example, the nun engaging with a person from a community. That's one of my favorite moments that I remember working with the nun, and I was documenting her for over a week.
So now, as you start your own photography and start documenting your own community, you'll know how to gather the information you need for a caption, and you should be able to write basic captions and start experimenting with more descriptive ones too.